Unit 2 European Union funds, including funding schemes regarding the establishment further development of business operations through European Union programs. The European Union has several different funding programs that you may be able to apply for, depending on the nature of your business or project. There are two different types, direct funding and indirect funding. The European Union makes funding available in different forms, including grants, loans and guarantees, subsidies, prizes and public contracts. Indirect funding is managed by national and regional authorities and comprises nearly 80% of the European Union budget, mainly through 5 big funds that come under the umbrella of the European Structural and Investment Funds. The funds and the respective links are: European Regional Development Fund, Funds for Regional and Urban Development. The ERDF aims to strengthen economic and social cohesion in the European Union by correcting imbalances between its regions. The ERDF focuses its investments on several key priority areas. This is known as thematic concentration, innovation and research, the digital agenda, support for small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs, the low-carbon economy. European Social Fund, funds for social inclusion and good governance. The ESF invests in people, with a focus on improving employment and education opportunities across the European Union. It also aims to improve the situation of the most vulnerable people at risk of poverty. Cohesion Fund, funds for economic convergence by less developed regions. The Cohesion Fund is aimed at member states whose gross national income, NI, per inhabitant is less than 90% of the European Union average. It aims to reduce economic and social disparities and to promote sustainable development. European Agricultural Fund for Rural Development, funds for rural development in the European Union. European Maritime and Fisheries Fund, funds for coastal communities in diversifying their economies and projects that create new jobs and improve quality of life along European coasts. To access European Union grants, you should apply via the relevant regional or national authorities, known as managing authorities, in the member state where you are registered. There are various useful portals and websites that gather the information regarding European Union funding. Overview of European Union funding programs. Here you can search for programs implemented through the multi-annual financial framework which support European Union policies, including amounts and legal bases. How European Union funding works. Here you can find information on the different types of European Union funding available, the application process, eligibility and rules. Enterprise Europe Network. The Enterprise Europe Network helps businesses innovate and grow on an international scale. It is the world's largest support network for small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs, with international ambitions. Information portal for European and other funding programs, a portal which is a central point for all programs and calls for proposals, both at European and national level. Cyprus. Startup Europe. Here you will find a central meeting point for startups in Europe to access all the information they need to grow and thrive in Europe. Access to European Union finance. This site will help you to apply for loans and venture capital supported by the European Union. Access to finance for SMEs. This site offers practical information for SMEs looking for financing as well as useful data and surveys. Funding program example. (1) Check where and to which institutions you should send your request or proposal. The majority of the European Union budget, 80%, is managed at the national level, and checks and annual audits are carried out by national authorities. 2. A lot of European Union funds are managed on a country level through national, regional and local bodies. These bodies can provide useful information and support. Don't be discouraged to communicate with them and request further information. 3. However, some European Union funds are managed by the European Union. There are several web pages dedicated to grants, public contracts and other European Union funding opportunities managed by European Union institutions and bodies.